Welcome to your next home learning video. Today we're going to be understanding wave characteristics. By the end of this session, you must be able to draw and label a diagram to show its amplitude, frequency and wavelength. You should define and give units for amplitude, frequency, wavelength and speed. And you could describe wave speed and use the equation for wave speed to solve a numerical wave problem. Find 3 keywords hidden within the WILF, write down the words, and then listen to the rest of this video. This is a picture of a wave. You'll notice that the amplitude is how high the wave is. And from one point to another point, we call these peaks. This is the wavelength. You could also take the wavelength from the trough to the trough. The wavelength will always be the same all the way along the wave. We can change the amplitude of a wave with this. As you can see, as I change the amplitude, the wave gets higher. If I change it low, it goes back small again. The wavelength will actually cause the wave to become longer or shorter. So once again, the amplitude is the height and the wavelength is the length of one wave. Here are some definitions you need to know. Amplitude is the maximum distance any point in a wave moves from its resting position. Frequency, the number of waves passing a point each second. It's measured in hertz. Wavelength, the distance between 2 matching points. So what is the formula for wave speed? For any set of waves, the wave speed, which we use the symbol V, can be calculated from the frequency, symbol F, and the wavelength using this formula. Wave speed equals frequency times wavelength. Write this equation down now. What are the units for speed, frequency and wavelength? Speed is measured in meters per second, frequency in hertz, and wavelength is measured in meters. Make a note of this now. You will need to know what they are measured in and how to write the symbol for it. You can use a formula triangle to rearrange it. If you've come across these before, then you'll understand that whatever you put on the top gets divided by whatever's on the bottom. You cover the one that you want to use, and then you know, so if you wanted to find out what wavelength was, you'd put your thumb over here, and you'd know that it was wave speed divided by frequency. If you wanted to find out the wave speed, you'd cover your finger over this one, and therefore you would know it was frequency times wavelength. If you have problems understanding these triangles, ask your teacher. So, check that you understand. You must be able to draw and label a diagram to amplitude, frequency and wavelength. You should define and give units for amplitude, frequency, wavelength and speed, and could describe wave speed and use the equation for wave speed to solve numerical wave problems. Below is a hyperlink which you can look at, which is another way of describing these wavelengths if you wish to check it out. See you next lesson.